Hey friend, how are you doing? Before we get into this video, I just felt really inclined to just give all my people who are watching these videos this week to just a good hug. I want to say that I love you, and I don't know what's going on in y'all's lives, but just know that your story is going to get so much better, y'all. I promise you. Keep your head up. Everything's gonna be okay, love. Hey girl. Hello, my beautiful Virgo. How are you doing, darling? My name is SimplyVelca, and today we're going to be getting into your weekly tarot horoscope reading for the week of August 2021. So if you find any cards that resonate with you in this weekly reading, Virgo, be sure to let me know in the comments below which cards resonate and how they do, darling, because that is how I keep up with you guys, is through the comments. Also, if you do enjoy this tarot reading today, Virgo, or you just enjoy my vibe, honey, I'd appreciate it if you were to give this video a like and subscribe, because it does help me out a lot, and I always am super appreciative of it when you guys do that extra step to support me, Virgo. But remember, put it in perspective that this is just a weekly tarot reading, right? I'm just a man reading some tarot cards to you. You know your situation better than I ever possibly could, so take the cards that resonate, leave what doesn't. I'm not going to be offended by it whatsoever. I believe the cards are just here to give you some food for thought, a perspective for you to be considering, Virgo, but never making the choices in your life, because it's your life to live, darling, not mine and not these tarot cards. So with all that being said, Virgo, let's get into your tarot reading today for the week of August 2021, honey. Let's see where you guys are currently at in your journey, Virgo. It's getting a little bit hot, darling. So we have the number 14 equaling to 5 for numerology, so write that down, Virgo. And we have the Nightingale spirit. Love is all around for you right now, Virgo. Fabulous time for those who are single looking for love, Virgo. And I always want to clarify this. Whenever it comes to like weekly readings, Virgo, and I mean, I guess I should only just be speaking for myself, because maybe some other tarot readers have another opinion about their readings, darling. But I always like to say, when it's like a good time for love for those that are single, this is more so a time where it's like, if you are interested in putting yourself out there, Virgo, right? Like tarot cards can say, it's like, this is like, view it like astrology and be like, oh, this is a promising time. Like the energies are working in your favor if you were to try to go out, put yourself out there. Just because love is all around, Virgo, doesn't mean it's going to just be coming knocking on your door. You have to put some effort. You have to put yourself out there. This is a time for those who are wanting to reach out to somebody, who's wanting to ask somebody out, darling. This is a really fabulous time for it this week. I do feel like this would be received well for you. So that's just something I want to say for those that are single. Now, for other people, Virgo, this is going to be more so a situation of where I feel like this in a sense of just telling you, Virgo, it's okay to let your guard down a little bit, that you do have a support system around you. Even if you don't see them, it could just be your archangels, spirit guides, whatever you subscribe to, Virgo. And before you roll your eyes at me, you'd be like, okay, Velka, so I'm still alone. It's like, no, darling. This is still a sense of where there's doing something working in your favor. You're not, like, I just feel as if, Virgo, you feel as if you're, like, fighting, like, the good battle by yourself. And I want to tell you that I don't think that's, like, not that you're not, but I feel as if that you could get some help if you want to, if you are open to trusting energies around you. So let's get into this further, Virgo. Let's just dive into this. All right. So the cards that we have coming in for you: Ten of Swords coming out right off the bat for you. Kind of graphic card in a sense. We have the Empress coming in, Libra energy. It has no relevance, darling. I just like to point out Libra energies just because I'm a Libra. And then we have the Four of Pentacles coming in here for you, Virgo. So at this point in time, Virgo, I see you in this place of kind of looking for new investments. You're looking for new opportunities. You're looking for this, just kind of like where to go next. Where do you put your energy into next? What's actually going to be worth it for you? What's actually good for you, even, right? Ten of Swords is letting me know of a situation where it's like tens represents closures. So it does feel as if you guys are kind of coming out of a rough phase with something that was kind of painful for you guys. I say kind of painful. It was painful, darling. Like, I mean, you look at those, is it like a caribou? something, darling. It's just you messed up. So not kind of painful. I feel like you guys went through some pretty roughness, some rough. Why can't I not speak? You get the point, Virgo. Oh my gosh. The Empress card comes in though, where it's like, I celebrate you, Virgo, because most people in this type of sense, where it's like, I do see, and I can understand a little bit more now as to why you're being told love is all around you, Virgo. Because if you guys are just coming out of like a pretty painful situation, you guys are naturally just going to be more on guard. You're going to be like, I don't want to engage. Like me, every time I open up my heart, Velka, I just get my heart broken. Every time I like engage with someone, they just disappoint me, darling. And I know that sucks, and it's probably going to just be reality for most of us, and like at some point in our life, right? But that's the thing, Virgo. Like that's what makes life so fun sometimes. Is like if everything just worked out perfectly, then it wouldn't even feel like it would just be like The Sims, darling, right? But I celebrate you, as I was saying, Virgo, because most people would be just in this place of just, you know, shutting down. I don't really see you guys coming in this way. I kind of see this in this place, Virgo, where it's like, you realize there's like, all right, this other situation really sucked, so let me find something else, right? Let me just keep it moving. And I feel like that's what's going on for you right now, Virgo, is like you guys are just keeping it moving. And so that makes me extremely happy to see for you, Virgo, of where it's just like you're really trying to see what's next for you to be working on, what's, you know, because actually the Empress card, while in this deck it's not actually like representing it, I may actually just get another tarot deck to show you, but usually with the Empress card, Virgo, hopefully it doesn't take me too long to find, it's like a card of where you're giving birth to something. The Empress card does represent fertility, but I don't, unless there's like a lot more cards that feed into the narrative of fertility, I don't feel confident in just saying that, because, you know, fertility for a lot of people can be a touchy subject. I just don't feel as if that's like something for me to just be throwing out lightly in a general reading. But y'all didn't ask for that. Empress card, right? So this is what I would see as the Empress card, where it's just like you're giving, you know, you're in tune with the universe, you're listening, and you're trying to just figure out, being like, all right, what do I need to nurture next? What can I focus on growing next? And that shares in the sense with the Four of Pentacles, Virgo, because it's like you are looking to invest your energy into something. I view this as like a card of like stock, right? Putting your stock into something else, or your Four of Pentacles, your energy. And I do feel as if this is going to be coming up for you. I do feel like as if you're going to be having something new for you to sink your teeth into, darling. But that's just intuitive. Let's see. Actually, let's switch to this deck. Let's see how this week continues on for you, Virgo. So I do see you guys in the sense of transitioning, right? You're transitioning, but you guys are not letting this just defeat you. We have the full moon in Leo coming out for you for how this week progresses for you. So this is a card of saying, don't let pride get in the way. Now, I almost called you Leo now. So now, Virgo, again, with this sense, with the Nightingale sphere, love is all around you, and full moon in Leo, don't let pride get in your way. Now, I'm not saying there we go, trying to call you guys Leo again, just because I said the full moon in Leo. Now, I'm not saying, Virgo, what it is that you went through wasn't painful. But here's the thing. I do feel as if on some level, while you guys are keeping it moving, Virgo, which makes me extremely happy and extremely proud of you, Virgo. Even if no one else is saying it, I acknowledge you guys, Virgo, especially since I've been obviously keeping up with you guys for months, darling. I acknowledge just how much you've grown, and it makes me extremely happy. I could get like teary-eyed for it, just because it makes me emotional, because it shows to me just like how, like, I'm proud of you guys, but we still need to acknowledge like a little bit of cynicism that might have occurred through this crappy situation that you had to deal with, Virgo, right? I do feel as if you're starting to be more I'm being shown the Hermit energy, which is a card that I kind of been shown a lot with you guys, Virgo. I do feel as if you guys want to just recluse off, not really engage with anybody right now. And I'm not telling you to do it, right? It's free will, darling. You do what you want to do. But I do feel as if that, you know, you have a support system if you want to, if you make the choice in reaching out to them, right? If you make the choice in, you know, I feel as if the most brave person or the strongest person is someone who was hurt in the past, but still is strong enough, it still is hopeful enough to look forward to the future and still have a positive view on the world, and still chooses to open their heart up again after they get their heart broken the first time, after they're disappointed. So let's get some clarifiers on this. we have the Four of Cups coming in here with the Knight of Cups for you, Virgo, as well as the Strength card coming in. So, Virgo, this is a situation of where it's like, this is, you know, y'all already know I don't like making decisions for you guys and telling y'all what to do, because what y'all do is none of my business, darling. It's your life to live, and who am I to tell you? But I do see with the Strength card, I always say the Strength card I see as like the, I pointed at this for Strength card, Virgo. I see this as this card of like shadow work, something that you need to be working on, something that's like you can't just ignore, right? And then we have the Knight of Cups, Four of Cups coming in here. The Knight of Cups, I see this as an energy where it's like this is the reprieve, this is the help coming in for you, Virgo. This is another opportunity coming to present itself to you, clopping down to be like knocking on your door, be like, hey, what's up? Doesn't have to be person, right? Because Cups represents opportunities, but you know, just for simplicity's sake, you know, it's just like I see something else coming in. So you have to be extremely careful, Virgo, extremely aware of the fact of your attitude towards life, of your attitude towards people, of your attitudes towards just whatever it, because I feel like it's related to this Ten of Swords. Like, I feel like what's coming in is somewhat related, and there's some correlation, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And so, do not be the Four of Cups of where you choose to ignore it, right? Now, on the I almost want to just pull out another deck again, just to show you, Virgo, of like, oh, beautiful card. Oh my gosh. So the Four of Cups is right off the back of the deck. All right. So in the Four of Cups, this is usually a card of where it's just like you're ignoring signs, or you're just being refusing of the cup being offered to you. So it's very interesting for you, Virgo, to have this Knight of Cups, because it's almost as if this Knight of Cups, this opportunity, this person coming in, clip-clopping, darling, all the way to you, trying to offer this cup, right here, and then notice it's a spirit as well. So it's really honing in on the sense of where, as I started this reading with, Virgo, that you're not alone, even with your spirit guides, all that. They are definitely trying to work in your favor, trying to bring this forward to you. I feel like they are the reason why this Knight of Cups comes forward. As I was saying, though, this is you kind of, obviously, this is who you are, Virgo. You're being like, you're either closing your eyes to it, not seeing it, or you're actively just being like, nope, I don't want it. You're keeping yourself closed off. That's why, again, with his arms being crossed, gender doesn't matter, but in this imagery, this individual's arms are crossed, so they're keeping their heart closed off because it is on their chest. So I do want to just say, Virgo, don't be afraid of opening up to things being presented to you. I know there might be a sense of being like, oh, this sounds too good to be true, or being like, oh, this is too recent, or this is too soon after what you have just dealt with that Ten of Swords. Not the like, obviously, it sucks for what it is that you're going through, but I do feel as if there's some good stuff being presented. They're trying to help you out, Virgo. Now, obviously, free will and all that, so you get to make the choice on how you choose to engage with that Knight of Cups, but I see it being really fruitful for you if you choose not to ignore it. So let's see how this closes out for you. This week closes out for you, my beautiful Virgo. Chimpanzee, use both your intuition and your intellect to solve the problem or get the answers that you are looking for to your question. So definitely, Virgo, you're in the sense of like, it's almost as if you're, I don't want to say you're ignoring your intuition, but you know, depending on what that Ten of Swords is, I feel like that in of itself could be a video, is us just unpacking that Ten of Swords for you, what it is you came out of. It feels almost as if this is like, because of that situation, it's instilled some doubt in you. It's instilled some doubt in you, and now you're just in this place of being like, well, I don't know if I can really trust myself anymore, right? You don't, it's like this sense of, I feel like some of you Virgos have just lost confidence in whether it's your mindset or how you approach stuff. It just feels as if there's like, I don't know, it's interesting. So let's continue on. Let's get some clarifiers for this, Virgo. Whatever it is, like, I really do commend you, Virgo. Like, I see, like, how hard you are consciously trying just to keep your head afloat. Like, it feels like I see someone that is really trying, really, like, their best to be like, all right, like, I'm feeling this way, but let me just try to get out of this depression. Let me just, you know, you're feeling depressed, be like, all right, let me just get out of bed. It's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, darling. Like, let me just do this. Like, I don't want to, but let me take this walk. Even while you're walking, you're probably just like, oh, I wish I was in bed. But you're doing, like, the adult things. You're doing the responsible things to take care of yourself. Like, I'm really proud of you, Virgo. I'm really proud of you. So let's continue on with this, darling. We have here the Seven of Pentacles stepping forward for you. We have the Four of Swords coming in here. This makes sense. And then we have the Two of Swords coming in here as well. So kind of similar to Taurus, where you guys are ending your week, Virgo, with being at a crossroads, where you kind of have to make a choice with something. Seven of Pentacles shows to me this sense of, it can be a message of two ways. Where it's like you're continually feeding energy into the seeds that you already planted with something. And it also can be a representation, just like with a bird. You shouldn't be afraid of, like, if you have to rebuild your nest somewhere else, rebuild your nest somewhere else. That's just a lot more beneficial for you. Four of Swords is also this card of like disengaging as well, and just being like, you know what, this happened, right? Think about it like a bird, right? I don't know how to like use this analogy the best way, but like you just built your nest, darling, and then like something came along and ruined it, right? Instead of being like, oh, maybe I should just like continue building this nest in the same spot, don't be afraid and just moving places entirely. And I feel like that's kind of what your crossroads is, where you're just like, do I choose to go or do I choose to stay? What path do I take, right? You're not sure what path to take in this crossroads. And it's kind of interesting how the chimpanzee card came forward and being clarified by the Two of Swords. So it's like there's a lot of question in being for you, Virgo, and being like, oh, should I actually be doing this in this way, or da 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 da. I feel like you're going to definitely find the answer though for you, Virgo. But I just want to say, do not be afraid in changing where you have planted your garden. Do not be afraid of uprooting things and transitioning on to something else, right? You may have that initial discomfort period, but I do feel like it's going to be extremely rewarding for you. But just know that you don't have to do this alone, right? You do not have to do this alone. I do see whatever, like for your entire week, I do see this kind of like, it may not be the exact same thing, that obviously it's not, because the Ten of Swords came in as the closure of things, but I do feel like there is some type of reminiscence to this. There's some type of essence, like similarity to what you just dealt with and like what's to come for you, Virgo. But you're going to be handling this absolutely. I don't normally gush, and I don't even gush for my own zodiac sign when I do readings for them, Virgo. I normally don't gush for people like I just did for y'all's reading. Like, I really am so proud of you guys for like how you guys are it's really admirable how you guys are, your mindset is at right now. So I celebrate you, Virgo. But darlings, that is the reading that I have for you. I hope you found some cards that resonated with you. If you did, let me know in the comments below which cards resonated and how they did. Be sure to give this video a like and subscribe, Virgo. And then also, darling, if you'd like to book a private personal reading with me, I've always linked down in the comments below in the description next to my social medias, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, right? SimplyVelca.com, as well as, you know, all my TikToks and all my social media is just SimplyVelca. My website, SimplyVelca.com. But Virgo, that's all I have for you. If you have a friend that's into tarot cards, or even if they're not, send them their weekly zodiac sign, because I do all the zodiac signs, Virgo, and maybe they'll find a message that resonates with them. Until next time, though, I love you so much, Virgo. Bye.